Japan and Indonesia have held a 2+2 meeting of their foreign and defense ministers in Tokyo. It's the third such meeting for the two and the first since Japanese Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi formed her new cabinet last month. 2+2s offer a venue to strengthen cooperation between maritime and defense forces for the frequently expressed goal of a free and open Indo-Pacific. Japan's defense minister last week stressing the significance of Indonesia in any geopolitical calibration, making ties indispensable. And we're joined by CNA's Indonesia correspondent Chani Bhavani, and she's live from Jakarta. Chani, of course, this is the third time we're seeing a 2+2, so we know that maritime security and defense would be on the agenda. But for this particular iteration, what have we heard from these talks?
That's right, Wei Su. As we know, the 2+2 meetings are bringing together the foreign ministers and defense ministers of both countries to discuss various key issues. And we are expecting those issues, especially like what you mentioned earlier, those related to maritime security, to table on the agenda. Now, last week, Japan's defense minister highlighted China's activities in the East and South China Seas, and these activities have raised Japan's concerns. And so we are expecting all of that to be part of the discussions as well, along with how the two nations, Indonesia and Japan, can increase cooperation and defense interoperability. Now, earlier this month, Indonesia's political advisor to the Ministry of Defense said that the bilateral defense ties have grown significantly in recent years to encompass strategic dialogues, personnel exchanges, joint education and training, combined exercises and collaboration in the industry. However, he also said that there was a potential to expand on their collaboration, particularly in defense technology through joint research, innovation, professional exchanges and integrated training. And so we are expecting to see pledges of commitments in maritime security and all of those potential additional spaces as well. Indonesia and Japan are both also expected to affirm their shared commitment to strengthening bilateral relations through the OSA framework, the Official Security Assistance Framework, under which Japan provides defense equipment assistance to partner countries. Now, there's also talk of the two countries discussing the possibility of jointly developing a naval fleet during these talks. And so we're keeping a close watch on that as well.
Chani, 2+2s or meetings like these, a chance for Indonesia to form some kind of collaboration, cooperation without violating its long-standing non-alignment policy, Indonesia's friend to all foreign policy.
Absolutely. Traditionally, Indonesia has adopted a free and active foreign policy whilst remaining independent and neutral. And in Foreign Minister Sugiono's first ever policy speech, the minister reiterated the country's principle of free and active foreign policy. But he also signaled that Indonesia would actively pursue its own domestic goals through foreign policy. And so this essentially allows Indonesia to determine national policies without succumbing, if you will, to external pressure, meaning that Indonesia continues to maintain relations with other countries and major powers. For example, earlier this year in April, Indonesia also held a 2+2 meeting with China. And we also know that Indonesia is currently mulling an acquisition of Chinese J-10 fighter jets.